This is NBC Connecticut News at 11.
The little boy was just huddled with his sister like he was protecting her.
Breaking tonight, an SUV stolen with two little kids in the back seat. You're going to hear more from the woman who found them as the search for the thief heats up.
Plus, 4 people get hit by cars in just 2 days. The warning police are now sending to walkers tonight.
But first, we've got some snow on the way by this time tomorrow night. Some of us could be seeing the first flakes of the season. Hi, everybody. I'm Keisha Grant.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Heidick. Busy night all across the state. We want to start, though, with Chief Meteorologist Ryan Hanrahan and the possibility of that snow for tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, I think some towns will get the first snowflakes of the season right around this time tomorrow. Live First Alert Doppler radar quiet currently. Nothing to worry about tonight, but it is cold out there. Temperatures dipping into the 20s in some towns this evening. As you look back off to the west, you can see some snow flying across northern New England, back through portions of Canada, and also a little bit of rain near Cincinnati. And all of this is going to move toward us, and it will sort of congeal into a storm system right over New England by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, temperatures in the 30s. I actually think temperatures rise a couple degrees during the overnight. By noontime, cloudy skies, temperatures will be in the 50s. And by afternoon, we'll see some rain moving in, and then that rain begins to transition to snow. So let's go hour by hour here with First Alert Future Radar. 9 a.m. tomorrow. We are dry, but it's cloudy out there by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Some rain starts to move into western Connecticut. And then, well, we see a mix with and maybe a change to snow, especially up in the northwest hills by 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll talk about the threat for any accumulation or some icy travel coming up in my full forecast in just a few minutes. Mike and Keisha, back to you.
All right, thanks, Ryan. You can only imagine how the mom felt when she came out, found her car gone, and the kids gone too. The search is on for the person who stole a car with 2 little ones inside. This was in New Haven. The thief eventually dumped those kids on the side of the road.
Those kids are going to be okay tonight. We're hearing from the woman who found those babies and kept them safe. NBC Connecticut's Jamie Ratliff live in New Haven with our story. Jamie.
Yeah, Keisha, Mike, that Good Samaritan says because of bad traffic, she actually went a different way than she normally does. That turned out to be a stroke of good luck because she drove down this road, saw those children abandoned on the sidewalk.
That's not something you see every day, 2 little kids left on the side.
And when Cassandra Montero saw a 5-year-old and 9-month-old all alone, she just reacted, calling 911 and bringing them to safety.
And the little boy was just huddled with his sister like he was protecting her, holding on to her. You know, she was still in the car seat.
New Haven police say the person who stole their mother's car is the one who abandoned them along English Drive. Investigators say around 5 this afternoon, their mom went inside Roberto Clemente Elementary School to pick up a 3rd child, leaving them and the keys inside the running car.
A vehicle was taken. There was 2 children in the back seat, a 5-year-old boy and a 9-month-old little girl. A vehicle was taken from the school parking lot.
At some point, police say the suspect dropped the kids off here, and an hour after they were taken, Montero found them. We're told the 2 are okay. They were taken to the hospital to be checked over and reunited with their mom.
She was happy, cried, of course, and very happy to find her kids. Any mother would. She thanked me, and I'm just happy that she's reunited with her kids.
Tonight, investigators could be seen searching for evidence on the car seat left behind. The suspect and stolen vehicle still unaccounted for, but everyone relieved the kids are safe.
We are so grateful to the person that drove by and actually made a conscious effort of stopping and taking the kids and putting them in their cars.
I think anyone would do that. Anyone that sees 2 kids on the side would do exactly what I did.
Police tell us the stolen vehicle is a 2015 gray Mercedes SUV with Connecticut plates AW02025. The suspect is only described as a male. We have all that information on our website. Anyone who sees the vehicle or knows who the suspect may be is asked to call police. Now, we did ask if the mother could be charged, and we're told that is pending further investigation. We're live in New Haven. Jamie Ratliff, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha.
Amy, thank you. An Amber Alert wasn't issued in this case, and you may be wondering why. We certainly are. So we looked into the criteria needed to issue one. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, police must determine that an abduction has happened and that a child is at risk for serious injury or death. The child must be 17 or younger, and police need enough descriptive information about the child, the suspect, and the vehicle in order to issue an Amber Alert.
We have had reports just in the last 24 hours of so so many people getting hit by cars. 2 people are in the hospital tonight after getting hit by a car. This time it was in Simsbury.
Yeah, they were in a crosswalk on Hop Meadow Street just outside Town Hall when it happened. NBC Connecticut's Leslie Mays is live in Simsbury with the very latest. Leslie.
Mike and Keisha, police cleared out of the scene here just about an hour ago. But what we know is that it was earlier this evening that those 2 people, they were just trying to get across this street. They didn't make it to the other side of the road when they were hit by that car. And we know that police were here for hours earlier today reconstructing this scene and trying to figure out exactly how all of this happened. The calls to 911 first came in at about 6:15 this evening. That's when police say that a man and woman crossing Hop Meadow Street right in front of the town office buildings were struck by this black sedan. Police say both victims were injured but conscious as they were taken from the scene. The woman was taken to St. Francis Hospital by ambulance. Police say the man's injuries were more severe. He was taken to Hartford Hospital by Lifestar. Now, authorities tell NBC Connecticut the driver who struck the victims remained at the scene and is cooperating with investigators. They say their initial investigation determined that alcohol did not appear to be a factor in this incident. And we should point out that there was a police commission meeting that was happening here when this incident took place. A number of authorities, a number of police officers were able to run out and help to render aid to those 2 victims. We are told that the 2 victims were not a part of that meeting. We are live tonight in Simsbury. I'm Leslie Mays, NBC Connecticut News.
That is very fortunate, Leslie. And then now another cause. This one in Manchester. Second night in a row, Manchester police investigated a person hit by a car there. Tonight, a man was hit on Center Street. Last night, it was the Republican leader who was hit on Hartford Road.
And that man actually died. And now police are cautioning drivers and people crossing the road to be careful. NBC Connecticut's Matt Austin is joining us live in Manchester with more on that. Matt.
Yeah, Keisha, Mike, moments ago, we heard from Manchester police that man who was hit while crossing right here on Center Street is unconscious, though is expected to survive. Firefighters and paramedics were almost immediately able to reach him because, get this, all they had to do was run from that nearby fire station. Tonight, an important reminder about safety. This as Manchester police investigated after a person was struck by a car the second time in the town in 2 days.
I'm extra cautious, so, I always got to look 2 or 3 times before I cross.
Tonight, investigators tell us a 59-year-old man from Manchester was hit on Center Street, close to Main Street, right near a fire station and town hall. Lieutenant Ryan Shea says the man was seriously hurt and rushed to Hartford Hospital.
At this time, the Manchester Police Department traffic unit is reconstructing the scene.
About 24 hours before this crash, a car struck and killed 75-year-old John Deeb on Hartford Road. He was the chairman of the Manchester Republican Town Committee, and he was hit right outside an election night watch party.
More than anything else, more than politics, he loved Manchester, and he loved our residents, and I can't stress enough, this is a tremendous hole that will take a very long time to fill. We will all miss him.
Tonight, police are urging drivers to always pay attention, especially in areas with people walking around. They also caution people to use crosswalks, which it appears the man who was hit tonight was not doing.
Pedestrians that are crossing roadways outside of crosswalks certainly can cause a hazard to themselves and the traffic.
Now, in both cases, the cars involved stopped, and we're told that the drivers are cooperating. We're live in Manchester, Matt Austin, NBC Connecticut News. Mike, back to you.
All right, thank you, Matt. So